Hi folks, welcome to another video here on Danny's Corner. My name is Danny and today I am following up with the video, perhaps the last one on this series of what is free speech. And the backdrop, if you will, of this is the case of Alex Jones. And trust me, this has not been the only case when it has come to free speech or supposed free speech. As you may know, Fox News had to pay a substantial amount of money for making something similar, for basically saying how the elections were stolen and ruining or trying to ruin the reputation of the companies that make these voting machines. So yeah, this has gone too far and it's not free speech. So I applaud Judge Christopher Lopez from Houston, Texas, as well as the juries in Connecticut and Texas that awarded this family or these families this lump sum of money, as well as other people who have engaged in similar behavior and who have been, taught a harsh lesson. And that's that just because you have the right to free speech doesn't mean that you have the right to hurt others and to continuing doing that when you have been told to stop. At that point, you're out. And it's as if you were out for murder. Because some of these things can get up to character assassination. Is this the only time that we're going to see such a thing? I don't think so. Unfortunately, we have been experiencing here in the United States a rise when it comes to violence, when it comes to systemic racism, prejudice, attitudes, ableism, you name it. And the fact that these groups, including my own, have not been able to speak out for a long time, we've gotten frustrated. We're speaking now, and that's all that matters. And we must look for ways in how we can heal the nation. When I talked about my thing with migraines, I told you that what were some of the things that I would recommend to folks if they were interacting with me and I told them that I couldn't eat this or I couldn't eat that because of my migraines. So now I want to give you something similar that we can do with free speech. So here's what I think. The first thing, and it's sad that we have to do this, right? Because if we claim that we are good, that we are just, that we are people that embrace diversity and so forth and so on, we should show it with our actions, not only with our words. We think that just by saying certain things that somehow people are going to believe us. No, we need to show it by our actions. And sadly, the people that say, not all of them, but some of the people that say that they are for freedom, that they are for this nation is a nation of laws and family values and stuff like that, they are the people that with their actions are not showing any of that. And they are supposed to be the first ones to lead by example. They are the first ones to say, you know what, we should start. So in this case, and again, this is led by political factions, if you will, political instability, if you will, political there's no satisfaction. People are not satisfied with the way things are going, so they speak out. but they get carried away. So again, it stems from this. But as I said, we can talk about these things without it getting too far. So how can we do that? Well, here's the thing. We should start by writing new legislation. As I said, as Americans, we shouldn't go this far. This is not necessary in theory. However, these same people that are saying this is free speech, they are forcing this kind of attitude. They are forcing these type of legislations to take place, to be written, because, they don't listen. So here, there should be a legislation saying, if in any way, shape, or form your speech causes other people significant harm to where they are affected emotionally, they have been there's significant pain and suffering and loss of wages, or loss of jobs. If they can prove that because of your actions they have lost certain things, or they have gone, their productivity is down, they have, these type of things can ruin a person's life. It can quickly go from, you can be the happiest person, the most bubbly, outgoing person, but when you hear this type of speech over and over and over and over again, and if you're not careful, it can lead you to anger, it can lead you to resentment, it can lead you to spiraling to a world of depression, and you can start taking meds to control that, besides anxiety and other things. So if it is found that somebody's speech has caused this in people, and I think it should be easy to prove, because these speeches can be found on around the internet. I'm sure that TV networks can give up their tapes with past broadcasts, and it's easily proven. So when it is, these people should be punished. And if it's something minor, and that would be, I think it would have to be decided by the courts what's minor from major, but it should be kind of like the system that we have for driving under the influence, where you do it once, you get called and said, please don't do it, otherwise we are going to take action. When it happens a second time, there should be a fine. And if it happens a third time or more than 3 times, and you know that you have been admonished, you know that, your station manager or somebody has told you, please stop with this, at that time you should either pay a steeper fine and or go to prison. Because essentially what you have done to these people, what these news outlets have done, what these personal individuals have done, I don't need to tell you who they are. You know who they are. What these individuals have done is they have imprisoned these people. Just because you may not be in prison physically doesn't mean that you are not in prison outside, if that makes any sense. You do not necessarily have to be in jail physically to feel that you are in prison. So yeah, That's what should happen. Is it going to be something that will come a reality? I don't know. But this is where we are leading up to. We're leading to this kind of laws getting enacted. And so the thing that should happen too is that, I think we could have a healthy debate. But once, and this is an advice, once the person who you're talking to, doesn't matter if it's on the radio, during a TV interview, or in person, when this person starts insulting you or shouting at you or trying to silence you in any way, shape, or form, the same thing should be done. You could say, I'm trying to talk here. Please let me finish. If that person still insists on, keeping you silent or hurling insults at you or yelling at you, you could a second time. And if that doesn't do anything, the third time you could leave. Hey, even the second time that a person does this, you can leave. Let them say whatever they want. This person can't handle this or this person can't handle that. People are going to talk regardless of who you are. And that's what I've said before. No matter if I was sighted, if I didn't have any disabilities, I'm going to be criticized either way. So, please, if your whole thing is hate speech and that's all you want to promote, and I don't see any sort of you doing good actions of one way or another, then I just don't want to deal with you. And I don't think anybody would want to deal with you. So those are my solutions to, they're not perfect. There's more to be done, I'm sure. I'm sure there's more to be discussed on this topic. But these are some of the ways that we can heal or attempt to heal the nation. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate your support. If you have liked this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share, make sure to like, leave a comment and or suggestion, and see if I can improve this video or videos like these. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.